right now. All right, so when you think of capturing important moments in your life, like maybe a wedding or an event, you probably think of photography or video, right? Well, how about a painting? Joining me now is David Wilhelmsen, and he is a professional artist who paints your moment as it's happening. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Good morning, Andy.
You know, I had never heard of this, and when I was looking at your paintings first, I thought, oh, that's so beautiful. Someone must have sent you a picture and you did this. But you actually go to weddings and you do this as it's happening.
Yes.
How did this sort of, I mean, they used to do this way back when, right? Before they had photography?
Yes, before the advent of photography, about early 19th century, mid 19th century, there was the artist would be called to document an important event, such as a wedding or a city event, and it was captured on canvas as it happened.
So that was called a live event painting, or that's sort of what we call it now?
Yeah, event painting, live painting. Right now it's live event painting, and it happens painting right on the canvas as it, the event is going on.
Right, while the live event is happening.
Yes.
How long have you been a professional artist?
Professional artist over 35 years. I've been doing art my whole life. I received my BFA, School of Visual Arts in New York. I became an illustrator.
I hear a little accent there.
Yes.
Obviously that's not here in Phoenix.
No, I'm out here in Phoenix 18 years, but we hold on to that uniqueness of us.
Well, I want to look at some of these paintings. So if you can just imagine, if you will, imagine your wedding and imagine the pictures that you have in your house.
Right.
And then look at something like this. And let's sort of go through a couple of them because, I mean, it really captures a different type of moment.
Yes, it does. Yes.
Let's look at this one right here.
Right here, this was a wedding that was in Flagstaff, and this was right here, Flagstaff, and it was basically a small, unique, a personal type of moment where the family is gathered out. They wanted to be together outside, a beautiful outside wedding. The lighting is just so awesome when you're doing outside.
Right. Now, obviously, this isn't going to look like this for 2 hours. I mean, they're going to get up, they're going to move. So do you just sort of stay there and you've captured it, or you just sort of get the outline first so that when they move on, you know how to finish it?
Yeah, basically it's 2 hours before the event happens, whether it's a wedding ceremony or a corporate event. I'm there 2 hours before. I start sketching out. I get the feeling of the lighting, the positioning. The client has a lot of input in this. And I usually, arrange that beforehand with the client. But this instant here, like most of these paintings, I'm there at least 2 hours beforehand, and I start sketching it out and planning.
So this one, they obviously wanted them getting married, and then this one, they said, we'd like, let's look at this brown one right here.
Yes.
They said, we'd like this moment captured where we're cutting the cake with all our family and friends around.
Exactly. That was the high point of there. This was a reception, and they wanted to have the cake cutting, and that was sort of like last minute. They decided, well, can you come over here? So we had the crowd in the background, and it's done in stages. So I do a quick sketch of the people, the bride and groom, and then I fill in. And everybody's very accommodating with this. They're very
well, and looking at this one, you said this one's in Tucson, but it's a nighttime, a nighttime wedding, and just the star. I mean, that's exactly what Tucson looks like. It's so beautiful.
Up on a mountaintop. Yep.
Just weddings, or do you do everything? Do you do
No, I do everything. I've done corporate events. I did, let's see, City of Chandler. I did Art Rising last December for the Chandler Center for the Arts. I did the City of Phoenix, the Cityscape first Mardi Gras. The Mardi Gras at Cityscape.
Those were great pictures.
That was great. That was a nighttime one.
I'm looking at that one over there. That to me looks like the Borgata.
Yes, it is.
Okay, I was
yes,
right.
It is. Yes, that was done in June. It was starting to get a little hot out, but the Borgata invited me. It was Westcor that invited me to do that. It was invitational, and they had a shopping event, and they wanted to capture it on canvas.
Well, I think a lot of people look to Sonoran Living because we're showing them new things and things that they haven't seen before.
Yes.
And so I'm really excited to have you here because people can sort of think outside the box.
Exactly.
Or maybe even like a baby naming or...
Exactly. We encourage people even for like a birthday party for children and that. It's such a unique thing. It's a keepsake that they get to keep forever. And they can hang it in their home. It's a beautiful way of saying I love you for a wedding. For a corporate event, it documents it forever. And it has like a uniqueness to it.
And I would even think like maybe if a man is going to propose to a
that could be
that might be a nice moment to capture, right?
Exactly.
I know you're going to be out at the Borgata. Are you this weekend, so people can watch you?
Next weekend, November 12th, we'll be there from 4 to 7 for the the tree lighting ceremony, and they'll have all the holiday
Oh, that'll
things,
be
events
beautiful,
going
too.
on. It'll be wonderful.
Well, we are going to have all of your information on our website. I'm sure there's a lot of people that are going to be telling all of their friends about you so that you can capture their next moment. And you know what? I personally invite you anytime to come down to the studio.
Thank you.
And I see that you sort of started already doing a
Yes, I
little
did.
something. Maybe me and Stephanie sitting in the couch and having a good time.
Exactly.
All right, so just go to sonoranliving.com and you can get all of the information. Thank you, Dave.
Thank you.